In this video, I will tell you about the geometric constraints in AutoCAD. Using the parameter methods, we can relate geometric objects with one another. We can relate a pre-drawn object or an object we'll draw anew using this method. Here, using the AutoConstrain method, we can select the objects and press Enter to set the parameters automatically in the most logical way. Here, we have two parallel parts. It assigned them as parallels. When we look here, it assigned these two parts as parallels. There are also parts assigned end to end. You can see that it assigned them automatically. Here, when we move any part, when we stretch them or move them, all the other parts will be moved with each other. As you can see here, it's much easier and logical to work on the parts now. We can make changes and manipulate parts without deforming or distorting them. Here, if you'd like, we can try this manually. Here, we can use the coincident to add two lines end to end. Sorry, I made a mistake. I'll try again. I wanted to grab the endpoint. Click here, and you can see here that it grabbed the point. I grabbed the midpoint before. In the same way, down here we have the parallel function. We can set these two lines to be parallel to each other. After we assign it, when I change the location of this part, the other part will also move by being parallel and relative. On another point, we have the collinear function. For example, we can set an object in the same direction. We can select this object and select this one, and it will set both in the same direction. This is usually confused with being parallels. Why would we need this when we have parallelism? The method here, as you can see, is directionality. It sets the starting points in the same location and goes wherever I pull it. With parallelism, the directions are similar, but the start points are different. They're not lined up. Again, we have the orthogonality function. We can set two lines to be orthogonal. We can set these two lines to be orthogonal. When I rotate this part, there will always be an orthogonality, and as you can see, the 90 degrees will be exactly maintained. Another feature is the concentric function. We can make two circles concentric. We can make it mandatory. For example, I select the circle and click on this one. As you can see, the circles are now concentric. Here we have a fix function. It's an advantage. We can use the fix function in order to block the movement of a part. We prevent it from being changed. We can't move it or perform similar actions. It will be fixed in place from this point. When I grab it, you can see that it won't move. The other sides rotate, but the center part will not move. We can fix the other points in the same way. Depends on where you want to do it. When we try to pull and move this, you can see that I cannot move it. It won't allow it. We can fix it in place like this. When I want some parts to be horizontally parallel or vertically orthogonal, I can use the horizontal and vertical functions. When I click on the object here, it will only be horizontal. No matter what I do, when I try to turn it with the stretch function, only the move command will be activated. It will always be fixed horizontally. In the same way, we can use the vertical function on the part. Here we also have the equal function. It makes two geometric objects equal. We can try it if you'd like. There is a circle on the screen, another one here. Now I want to make these two geometrically equal. As you can see, now they're equal. When I make a change on one, the other will also be changed accordingly and have the same features. Down here, as I talked about, we can use the AutoConstrain function to automatically constrain our objects after drawing them. we don't have to do it manually while we're still drawing it. AutoCAD can do it for you. Right to the side, we can use the show hide function in order to show or hide. We can click hide here. As you can see, the symbols on our screen can be hidden and shown. So if these parts distract you, it's possible to hide them. When I click hide all, it hides all geometric constraint symbols. I can click show all to display all objects here. I right click on it, and when I click delete, you can see that the constraints have been deleted. We made them equal, and now we remove the constraints. The two parts are now independent and can move freely. Here we have the parameter manager. We can open this in order to manage the parameters. This is something we'll learn about in the future in the dimensional part. When we're dimensioning things, we will be able to manage the parameters. It will be advantageous for us. In this video, we told you about the geometric constraint function in AutoCAD. We hope to see you in another video.